From this it appears that although the knowledge of the divine intellect is not in the manner of the component and dividing intellect, yet truth is not excluded from it, which, according to the philosopher, is only about the composition and division of the intellect. For since the truth of the intellect is the equivalence of the intellect and the thing, according to what the intellect says is what is or is not what is not, truth belongs to that in the intellect that what the intellect says, not to the operation by which it says it. For truth does not require the understanding that the understanding itself be equal to the thing, since the thing is sometimes material, but the understanding is immaterial. But that which the intellect says and knows by understanding must be equal to the thing. That is to say, so it is in the thing, as the intellect says. But God, by his simple intelligence, in which there is no composition or division, knows not only the quiddities of things, but also their statements, as has been shown. And so what the divine intellect says in understanding is composition and division. Therefore truth is not excluded from the divine understanding by reason of its simplicity. Further, when something incomplex is either said or understood, the incomplex itself, insofar as it is of itself, is neither equal to a thing nor unequal to a thing, when equality and inequality are said according to comparison. But the complex, insofar as it is of itself, does not contain any comparison or application to the object. Hence neither truth nor falsity can be said of itself, but only the complex, in which the comparison of the uncomplex to the thing is designated by the mark of composition or division. However, the uncomplicated understanding that something is, grasps the quiddiness of a thing in a certain relation to the thing, because it grasps it as the quiddiness of this thing. Hence, although the complex itself, or even the definition, is not in itself true or false, yet the understanding grasping that what is said to be always true in itself, as is clear in chapter 3 of the soul, although it may accidentally be false, inasmuch as either the definition includes some combination, or of the parts of the definition to each other, or of the whole definition to the thing defined. Hence, the definition will be said according to what is understood as the definition of this or that thing, according to what is received by the understanding, or simply false, if the parts of the definition do not connect with each other, as if an animal is said to be insensible, or false according to this matter, as the definition of a circle is taken as a triangle. If, therefore, it is impossible for the divine intellect to know only the uncomplicated, it would still be true knowing its own existence as its own, according as it is understood as the definition of this or that thing, according as it is received by the intellect, or simply false, if the parts of the definition do not cohere with each other, as if an animal is said to be insensible, or false according to this matter, as the definition of a circle is taken as a triangle. If, therefore, it is impossible for the divine intellect to know only the uncomplicated, it would still be true, knowing its own existence as its own, according as it is understood as the definition of this or that thing, according as it is received by the intellect, or simply false, if the parts of the definition do not cohere with each other, as if an animal is said to be insensible, or false according to this matter, as the definition of a circle is taken as a triangle. If therefore it is impossible for the divine intellect to know only the uncomplicated, it would still be true, knowing its own existence as its own. Still, divine simplicity does not exclude perfection, because it has in its simple being whatever perfection is found in other things, through a certain aggregation of perfections or forms, as was shown above. But our understanding, grasping complex things, has not yet reached its ultimate perfection, because it is still in power with respect to composition or division. Just as in natural things, simple things are in power with respect to composites, and parts with respect to the whole. God, then, according to his simple intelligence, has that perfection of knowledge which our intellect has through both knowledge, both complex and uncomplex. But truth succeeds to our understanding in its perfect knowledge when it has already reached its composition. Therefore also in the very simple intelligence of God there is truth. Again, since God is the good of all good, since he has all goodness in himself, as has been shown above, the goodness of the understanding cannot be lacking in him. But truth is the good of the understanding, as is clear from the Philosopher in Ethics 6. Therefore truth is in God. And this is what is said in the Psalm, God is true,